Yo, what's up, Warriors? It's me, Trader Max from Shogun, and here on May 6, 2025, we're here to talk about the state of Shogun. And today's topics, we're going to talk about three very important things. The first being the Anvil 2.5 and its new versions that are coming out. I know we just released a 2.5, but there's other things that I want you to see what's to come, and I'll show you some cool little things that has been happening with our chart with the Anvil 2.5 as well. We're also going to be talking about the state of the Shogun Gun Show. Yeah, absolutely good things that'll be coming for that. A little bit of revamping with some education modules that'll be put in there as well. We're very excited about it. And then finally, something that released last week that we started doing is our Shogun Martial Arts Dojo. That's right, we are really taking off to the next level with that process, and we kind of need your help, and I'll show you everything about that as well. Let's get started. All right, we're here on the ShogunCryptos.com page under Services 2.5, MVM 2.5. Eventually, the 2.0 will go the way of the Dodo here in a week or so. Once we receive everybody out of it and we send everybody information to come over to the new stuff. We've been slow going over the last couple of days. We released on Monday. Today is Tuesday. We released really last week into the process, but today was the full, real benefit release of our affiliate program and everything else, and I'll show you some of the current numbers on some of that. Remember that it's still in demo, but it's an open production demo to the general public, just to let you know that, hey, shit still is working and we're figuring stuff out, but we wanted to test at this higher level with a lot more people, which we did. We got quite a few people in the system, which is very cool. I think there's like total, that's the old one, here's the new one. Let's look at them. Users, 27 users right now. I'm so excited. I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am of all these people in. We're not doing a lot of trades at the moment because people are still figuring stuff out and getting, they're using the 2.0 and they're like, all right, I'll be over there as soon as this runs out and blah, blah, whatever. Let's just get right over into it, into that network. Now, one of the things that I wanted you to know is that, yes, there's more versions of it coming. And why? Well, because in the back offices, just as you've seen, this is the admin area, right? And it starts out super easy to use, and but it's all for admin, right? So I didn't need to have a whole bunch of users and everybody else back here just yet. Now eventually we'll have admins back here who can go back and check stuff out. But this D app that we have created here is something that is going to come for everybody else, that you'll be able to come in and see your profile in the sections. Right now, we're just in the 2.51, which is an internal release. We're putting just a few things, little housekeeping, if you will, right? But the 2.6 is what's really going to be setting this into the next level, because we're going to have calculation modules for volume, which will tell you exactly how much volume each one of you have made, either by inside the network over on TG, or inside a little homemade D app that a little D app that we've made for you to be able to log into to see your profile and your affiliate number and code and everything else in there. So you can either go into Telegram or you can come into this little D app that we're going to make for that. The 2.7, this will also calculate your affiliate code as well, and how much that you've made from each person, how many people you have, all that kind of good stuff. Now, in 2.7, we're going to be coming out with a random module service. Now, this is for trading, and the random module system is really super cool. It's almost like a bundling system, but not bundled, right? So it's going to be stuck at a static for the first one, a 2.1. So it's like two buys to one sell. And what this is going to do, this is only on a one-way process. There's no flipping around. There's no 2-to-1, all that stuff, because it washes itself out. Okay, and what I mean by that is that it does two buys at random amounts, say $5 on one and $10 on another, and that the equivalent of that is done in the sell. So $15 would be done on a sell, and that is for a particular reason, is to start washing the trade out, but also making it have real actionable movement in the actual market. So we're working on that process as we speak, to get that randomization module in, and having the availability also to upgrade on how many wallets that you have in there, what we call the memory wallets. Very exciting. And of course, then 3.0 is the big boy. This is where the DApp users come. We talked about MetaAura app API injection, the volume user source that you can come in and go to the DApp and see how much volume you have, and the affiliate module that'll be attached to the DApp as well. So these are some of the things that are coming. Now, just in this segment alone, I want to kind of show you just something very quickly. As you know, the proofs in the pudding is in the eating, and no great chef would not eat at his own restaurant. So we use our own systems to create a standard level of channel. This has been going since May 1st. Because we had the system prior to you guys having it, so we were using it then, and we created a module. So May 3rd was, I think it was May 3rd, right around in this area, right around in here, May 3rd, yes it was. So May 3rd, we injected, we had $87 we put in one account on one of the wallets and $35 in the other, and we did a very simple, and I'm going to pull it up here in just a second. Let's see here, let's do activity, and you'll see that Shogun here. Let me go over to here, and so you can see this. So these are my two swaps that are happening. We have one that's happening at 0.007 Sol for each one with a 3 to 2 every 10 minutes, and then we have a 0.03 buy happening every 10 minutes as well. Now these two are done on the every 10 minute, but I will talk to you about other strategies called cross hatching through the ratios. Super powerful. We're very excited about that. But what we did is that we launched the system out simply with $87 in that solution. So you see each day, so May 3rd to May 4th, actually it was May 2nd that it actually started out, and no, it was May 3rd. Okay, yeah, it was May 3rd that it started. We put the $87.35, and we just started to trade, and it was going up and down, up and down. But I want you to see something. This is almost 24 hours later, okay? And it only spent, like, what, cents? Well, the deficit of it was only a couple of cents. The next day, it was a couple of dollars that went through. But again, remember, this thing can be wildly fluctuant throughout the process. So, and then today, only down a couple dollars overall, $5 from the original over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. And from my calculations, because there's a certain way that you have to do it, you have to calculate all 5 wallets over that period of time. Right now, we're sitting at about $11,000 worth of volume through both of these through my calculations. Now, the other one that was firing off went 35, 33, 42. Now, why did it go higher? Well, because when it develops a crosshatch that happens here, sometimes one of the wallets is going to buy it a better deal. So it bought low, and as this thing drove it up, it sold high. Very calculated, very easy to kind of figure out and help in. And so it went up $3, so the P&L was good. And so we are up $4 from the original. Now, if I calculate these two together and we look at the overall amount of how much it was from that point, let's just copy that and do it here and do it here. We can see easily that we started out at $122 total, and so far the P&L for the week we're plus 31 cents. That's right, that we got $11,000 worth of profit, or $11,000 worth of volume throughout the week on the chart, and we are not in a deficit. I know, pretty wild. Now, how do you get that? We have a lot of videos on board that you should be going and checking out. So make sure that if you're here for the Anvil 2.5 and the new systems that are there, this is the way to go. Now, it doesn't mean the more wallets you have, the better the profit's going to be. But cross-hatching 2 to 3, maybe even 4 wallets at a time is very, very strong, because it does create a value of cross-hatching, which allows certain of the bots to go up and certain of the bots to reaccumulate that profit margin in other values. So this is, the proofs in the pudding is in the eating, as they say. So we're here, we're making this stuff work, and we're showing you every single day. Over the past 4 days, up 31 cents. But then again, why does that matter? Well, here's the reason why. One, my account pays out somebody who brought me in to the system. Now I'm the owner, of course, but the person that I have that's just above me is somebody that's near and dear to me. So I make sure that they get a profit margin from what I do. And there's fees that I pay. I'm not sitting at zero, even for me, because I wanted to test this out to be at a level that people would get the fees, that we would get the fees, even from the stuff that we trade. So even with the fees and my commission fee out to people, to the person above me, I'm still up 31 cents. So what that means is that we paid all the radium fees, we paid all the affiliate fees and the corporate fees, and still up 31 cents. Now, not everybody's going to be able to do this right off the bat. I didn't do anything different than just creating the two things. And there are some videos I'm going to be putting out that'll show you how to do it even better. All right, let's get into the next segment. All right, in this segment, we're going to be talking about the Shogun Gun Show. Now, listen, we started this back in January, and I've been a lover of all things podcasts, radio shows, webinars, just about everything, and we have had some great highlights in this network. We're still going to be doing the gun show. It will be back. We're going to take a small hiatus over the next couple of weeks, doing sparingly shows, only sponsor shows, and a few other things that we might have, some specialty shows with some sponsors and some other networkers, investors, and partners as we do that. But if you still want to show, if you want to come in and do a sponsor show, we can definitely do one. Highlight a coin, highlight a launch, anything that you need at that point. We're still going to be here for you as the Shogun Gun Show. But we're also going to be putting out, like we're doing now, the State of the Shogun, which is going to go out. It's content that we do. We're trying to do 4 or 5 times a week so you can keep up with everything that we're doing. But we're also going to be jumping into something else that's very powerful for us, which is the StreamYard's webinar system. Right here, we're going to be coming into the on-air StreamYards to create more of a, I won't say a salesmanship kind of thing, but webinars are designed to trade information, bring in a lot of people. We can hold up to 1,000 people in there, and we're going to do that where they can come in and be inside the network directly, not over on social media, but more in a page that you come to and you talk to us, we talk to you, we deliver some things for you. We're going to trade information. We're going to show things, how it's being done, educational webinars, if you will, and not so much about the show where I come in and talk or somebody else comes in and talk and we chill and we talk about the world, but more of the educational network of what this system is and does. So the art of the State of Shogun and the Shogun Gun Show will sort of become like all in one process, right? So we're going to be letting you know what that's going to be. We're still going to do shows. They're not going to be 3 days a week for a little while, for about 2 weeks. Be sporadic throughout the process, but we will get back to it. I'm very excited about this is transitioning into. I don't see it as a transgression. I see a lot of things that are happening in this industry with the state of spaces and Twitter and all that stuff, and the active information going out. Our outreach team has done such a wonderful job keeping up and keeping into the process, but we're also we're developing and putting a lot of things out, like we're talking about the dojo here in a minute. There is a lot of things going out in our network, and we want to make sure that we pay enough attention to them. These shows, we have highlighted this down to where we can have a show concept, be in there about an hour before the show, be in the show for 2 hours, and have like 10-15 minutes worth of processing, and everything goes out automatically everywhere. So we have about 2 to 3 hours worth of prep every day for the show. But the outreach team is putting a lot of work in trying to find people and get them in. We're going to be more focusing on our service people that are here using our systems. We're going to be reaching out to them, doing interviews with them, grabbing cultured content from them, content, coins. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff, coin reads like we used to do back in the day, where we look at the chart and we give advices and we try to help out as much as possible. So that's the state of the Shogun Gun Show. Let's get into the next segment. All right, welcome back. So listen, this next segment is really a strong plea to all of you. We do need your help. And I know, everybody's about the charity and doing all these kind of things in the coin and making money in our services. And we have so many things out there we got offered an opportunity to get into a location that was way beyond our means in the very beginning when we first started. So this space, which is like 6,000 square feet, was a little bit too much for us to get into with our current situation back in our old dojo. When we had to close our dojo down 2 months ago due to environmental issues there and landlord issues, and we couldn't afford to fix all the issues there ourselves, or we would have stayed. It would have been about $30,000 to fix all the environmental issues there. There was black mold, there was a sinkhole in the back, there was a lot of stuff that was there. So we instead decided to close down and open up a new location and spend that money in getting a new location. We found a new location, but it was very expensive. So we asked the owner to make a deal with us. It turns out that he was a big friend of one of our students, Mark Nalborn. And let me tell you, just having, that relationship there was huge for us, because we then went in, we met Glenn, and we made some deals and we got some good stuff. So we have a deal right now where we just started out with most square footage for a location in our area is about $24 to $30 a square foot. That means that you're paying that every year. So it breaks down that this same location would we'd be paying anywhere between $8,000 a month to $6,000, maybe about $10,000 a month in there. So now we're only paying $4,000. So we're paying 1/3 of the price because we're getting it for like $8 a square foot. Our network's there. They're helping us build out stuff. It is just an awesome opportunity. Now, this space has been vacant for a very long time, so we got into it. And even though that we were sort of light to be able to get in financially, we knew that we could pull it off because we were building a lot of stuff for the coin, spending a lot of our money into the coin and our network, our services package, paying our programmers and everything else. But all that's sort of coming together now. But we needed help from you. We've asked our students, we've asked them to help us. They're sticking out. They're going to be here on June 1st when we open, so we can start charging them and being there. But if you come to our website, you come to our dojo, you'll see a little plea from me for help. If you are here and you are watching, you have some opportunities to take part in this, and it is in our community to support the cause. Now, if you come in, you put like $10 down, and you kind of help us out. You can use GoFundMe, or you can send us crypto as well, and we give you some of these things. Now, if you decide to use the GoFundMe side, we're going to give you a lot of great benefits in there, and anybody who's contributing, we're going to have like materials and T-shirts and all that kind of stuff that you supported, that you're a legend, or you helped get our legacy. You're going to get a lot of stuff. So your tier 1 at $10, tier 2 at $100 plus. Now, if you're an affiliate with us, so you're putting our Anvil bot out, I'm going to immediately increase your affiliate to 25%. It starts out at 25%. Now, if you're already above that, it doesn't make any sense to worry about that. But you would still get on our newsletter. You would be in the end of our videos, and a little sponsors will scroll, so you see your name and lights there. If you're a community, you're going to get a lot of benefits too, having your fees reduced, so that's awesome as well. Tier 3 is 500 plus. You'll get your affiliate thing thrown to 30, which is amazing. I can't wait for some of you to use that if you have that opportunity. You're also going to receive a particular role in our Shogun Cryptos Telegram called Guardian Role, and this means that you're there to help protect us while we help protect you. And of course, tier 4, which is $1,000 plus. Not everybody has that. I can kind of understand. This is more for the big whales, but also maybe some communities want to put stuff together and get your community 40% on the Anvil 2.5, which is amazing, and will reduce your tiers down by 20% for your fees as well. That's huge. That's so much opportunity in here. Now, you may have not heard about this, but it is a great system. I've been teaching Kempo martial arts, basically American Kempo, here for about 5 years here, several years a long time ago, but I've been studying martial arts for 43 years now. Oh my God, I'm so old. 43 years, yeah, there it is. If you want to go through the GoFundMe link, there it is right there. You can see, that's my son Quentin, this is Mr. Mike. These are all the beautiful kids. I was taking a picture, so I'm not in it, but you can also check us out there. If you decide that you're going to use the donation fill in the form that you've donated. Even if you've gone through that, fill in the form so we can get back to you immediately. And let us know if you have a project that you want to be affiliatized with. We'll support that project out there and tell the world that project helped us get to our goal. Now, I appreciate all of you, of course. I hope that you have an opportunity and you have some extra bucks to do that. But trust me, it's going to come back to you tenfold. Because the amount that you can make in the affiliate program or just in the reduction of fees is super huge. All right. Thank you very much for everything today. Today is May 6, 2025. This has been the State of Shogun. I look forward to seeing you next time. And as always, live well.